We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL.
Oh, this joint glitching. We're about to start over.
Underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
All this goddamn writing, man. Hold on. Try to send this dumbass link. Hold on. Hold on. What's it? All right.
Touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Yeah, but it's just side. I get it.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. I think he got that.
Fuck no.
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What are you doing, Daddy?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Bryson, figure it out.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now
that was a fucking pass.
The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going
to float
boom.
To the deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gonzalez
that'll work again. Worked the first time.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That was some bullshit.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4. 51 to Mike, boys. 51.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him to get the ball, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive
It's
tackle
on a
position.
stand. How are you dropping it if it's on a damn stand?
Nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. So we got man. Take it to him.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Now it's Wilson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
God damn, bro.
Wilson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights on one play have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Etienne. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, I mean, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On first down, it's Cohen. Spins past him, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Andre Sisco.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And for the 3rd time, and this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
14.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. ETN with it.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Caleb Chase.
On your bitch ass man.
It's a loss of 5. After the sack on first down, Wilson.
That's complete. Okue-Bunan.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Black Knights have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack it.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50, 30, 10.
Not ready for us.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
I will drive the Richmond and whoop your ass. I will.
And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tell them to make you a tequila sunrise.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
All right, GG, Cuzzo.
With a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, because you lost my shit when this team is already goddamn stacked.
It is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when
won 4 games.
In this type of a bad spot.
And thank you for getting Anthony Schwartz's X Factor.
And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.